Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for clicking this video and thank you very much for taking time out to watch me do what I do. So for those that are new here, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for stopping. What was this? Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you won't be a stranger. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe, okay, because we do bits over here. And also to my returners, to my day ones, to my OGs, welcome back to the channel. So we're back with another video. It is a late review, but I said I was going to bring it out anyway in my previous video. And if you haven't checked out my previous video, I'm going to link it up here as well as down below in the description box, so do not hesitate to go and watch that video. So in today's video we are going to be reviewing the much anticipated Fenty Beauty We're Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer. This is it here. It is out of the packaging. I think I threw it away actually. It's the standard Fenty packaging where it has like the camouflagey kind of like black scale, grey scale, white, you know the jazz. So the shade I got was 420. As I mentioned in the previous video, I actually bought this in Mexico. I bought it for 600 pesos. I went to the Sephora in the Isla Mall in Cancun. I actually wanted 425. I think it's a standard thing with Sephora and most of these places where they sell makeup. They always have this lighting that is fraudulent, and it frauded me. So I was in there for a good like 30-40 minutes trying to figure out whether I'm going to get 400, 420 or 425. I had to settle for 420 because 425 was out of stock. And one thing I've noticed as well, based on the stores that we went to, they don't really hold or carry deeper shades when it comes to like foundation, well, complexion products basically. So for me to even get this one, I was actually quite lucky. But I did see the testers for the latter shades, like the 440s and 450, maybe 460 and obviously deeper. The shade wasn't shading for me. Why were the undertones so red? It was just really hard to figure out what I wanted to go for. And I know that I used 400, 420 and maybe 370 in the previous concealer, which was okay. It was nothing much to it. It was very anticlimactic. It's like you put it on, you think, oh my gosh, it's gonna give me coverage, it's gonna give me everything I need, and then you blend it out and it's like crickets. I was a bit hesitant to get it. When I used it, I was like, okay. But there is one thing that I noticed, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to like obviously apply it on, and then we can see it together whether it's doing the same thing or not. So let's get into the base. As you can see, the skin, I think that's better. I just turned down one of the lights that was in front of me. I think it's just a bit much. It's not giving you the true tea of this melanin. Okay, but anyway, so I'm gonna go put on my base, which is just my foundation, which is a product that I'm actually reviewing on another video. Depending which one goes up first, obviously I'll tag it up here or I'll put it down below in the description box. But let me go do that and I'll come back and we can get into this concealer. So the face is on, guys, and yeah, the jury's out on this one at the moment. We don't know how it's gonna look, but if you'd like to see the results, go ahead and check the other video. As I said, I got the shade 420. Which side I should go to? Let's go into this side. So I'm just going to place it. So on the Fenty website, it says, give it to me quick, do less but get more with We're Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer, the ultimate makeup meets skincare hack. Instantly evening brightening and hiding dark circles plus puffiness for up to 12 hours. Available in 50 buildable shades, medium coverage with a second skin finish. Extreme longwear formula that resists creasing, fading, sweat plus humidity. Hydrates and brightens instantly and through 12 hours. Continues to improve with consistent use. Visibly improves dark circles, won't settle into fine lines. Essential skin texture, transfer proof plus waterproof, no flashback, and non-comedogenic. I think it's sat there for some time now, so let's just give it a whirl. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques setting brush to blend this out. So this has not been on too long, I would say up to a minute. So let's blend together. It does seem to be blending out pretty well. It does seem to be. I know how it blends out. It blends out like a blooming dream. There's just some parts of it that I'm not too sure that I kind of want to review again to see whether it's doing the same thing. Okay, so it is. I feel like where you place it the most is where you get the most coverage, if that makes sense. Under my eye now, the pigment is not fading, but right here, for some reason, I don't know why it's doing that again. Do you see right there? Can you see that shadow? Can you see here? Right here, where it's kind of lost pigment. Like, why is it doing that? So I'm gonna apply it a bit more. It's really weird. This is the qualm that I had with it before. Where's the damn concealer? I only bought one shade. It sets well, but it's just that area there. It's just a bit weird for me. The texture feels so smooth, so creamy. It just feels really good, and it's just a shame that it's doing that for me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dip again and just add a bit more here. If that makes sense. So let me just put it in other areas of my face. So on steroids. I have to make sure I cover everything so I know that, okay, I have coverage. Just gonna let it sit for a bit. I'm gonna use the fan. I think that should, ooh. I had my eyes closed and just opening my eyes up again and seeing the light hit the concealer. It's so orange. Okay, so let's get to blending. As you can see, I'm not actually blending out the middle just yet so that we can see if it's going to give us more coverage and not actually fade in that area. And that normally doesn't happen with any of my concealers, so I don't know what's going on. Even with it being on for some time, it does still blend out really well, so that is a plus. I can't. Okay, that dark part is slightly gone. It is covered now, but I still see it kind of like moving around on my face, and I hope it's not because of the foundation that I've used. Why would it be moving? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I feel like it's fading, it's moving, the brush is just picking it up, and this is the second time I've tried to do this video and it did the same thing, and I was having real high hopes that that wouldn't be the case, but I really feel like it is moving. Let me just zoom you guys in. Can you see like all this area here? I feel like it's lifted. Why would it do that? And it just made my whole face just like orange. Well, let's go ahead and finish off the rest of the face and I'll get back to you once our face is done. Yeah. I'm sorry, but this seems to be a fail for me. This is the first time I'll review a product and I would get this reaction. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye. So guys, I am back. Thank you very much for getting to the stage of this video. I was really like skeptical in regards to products I would use to actually get my face together, to like set it and everything. I did want to go into my curve case, but I'm thinking if the concealer's acting away with the foundation that I used, how much so using such a emollient product to contour my face? So I said, let me give the curve case a rest, okay, and try and redeem myself with what I was working with. As you can see, the face is done to the extent where everything is set, honey, and ain't moving. So just for reference, for the eyes, I did go into Devoted Chili Powder Kiss Soft Matte Eyeshadow from MAC, and I went into the Uninterrupted Matte Eyeshadow again from MAC. I use this on my lids and I use this on my brow bone. And for the lips, I use the NYX Professional Epic Wear Liner Stick in Deepest Brown, and I went into the Fenty Lip Cream in Fruit Snacks. And this is my first time actually using it, and I thought I'd give you guys a cherry cola moment. Or is it Coca-Cola lips? I don't know. I never know with these trends. I like the lips. I've not done a lip like this on my channel. It's normally like nude like moments. But anyway, back to the concealer. So let's get into the nitty gritty. I'm gonna zoom you in. It was a bit much, but I'm gonna zoom you in. And let's see when it comes to creasing, which is gonna happen anyway, okay? You need to understand, right? Makeup products are not actually magic. There's not much sorcery in it. So if we are creasing, is because there's fine lines. If there's lines, makeup's gonna settle. It's gonna happen. I showed a hack that I normally do when it comes to creasing, where I kind of bring the eyeshadow or bronzer, depending on the eye look that I do. I bring it further down just to kind of like disguise the appearance of creasing, if that makes sense. So as we can see, okay, I have fine lines. There's potential for creasing right here, and it is slowly, I mean, my setting today was actually impeccable. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there's a slight creasing here And on this side, yeah, we got a bit of creasing. When it comes to creasing, I'm not really that kind of phased with it. But when it's like proper, like, you know, just not giving any kind of like wiggle room in regards to creasing over time and stuff like that, this one's a bit bad. You see it's broken up already. Yeah, it's just really, there's not much like wiggle room in regards to the creasing of this concealer. If you have no lines under your eyes, this concealer will do wonders for you. But in regards to actual setting under eye, I used the MAC Studio Fix to kind of like set the concealer first, and then I went into a loose powder, which was the Sephora one, which I'm absolutely loving right now. And I just went into Cinnamon Bun from HNB Beauty just to kind of like set the rest of the face. And the blush that I use, I don't know the name of this blush, but it's from MAC. It's an old one, and we'll just never know what the shade is. If you guys know what the shade of this is, please let me know in the comment section below, because I would really like to know. In regards to my final thoughts of the concealer, as I said, I've used it before. Best part for me is the actual setting. The setting looks flawless. The color, not so great. It does wear nicely in regards to the setted areas. It doesn't get oily, so I would recommend it for those people that just want a light beat spot concealer and stuff like that. I feel like it's a good concealer. For me, there were parts of it where it faded, which I showed you guys, and I had to reapply, so it is buildable, but I don't want to have to do that because the concealer is supposed to conceal. I don't need it to be light. We do full coverage over here. Yeah, we do full coverage, high coverage if possible. For me, it's a shaky one. I don't care what they say, that was shaky. It's not looking good, bruv. Okay, it's not looking good. Yes, so that is the face. That is my thoughts on the concealer. I probably wouldn't buy it again, but I enjoyed the experience of finding out what works for me and what doesn't work for me, and this does not work for me. Again, for those that are new here, please don't be a stranger. Be part of the family and subscribe to the channel. And if you like what you saw as well, please like the video. It kind of helps get the video out there. And for my returners, thank you very much. Let's discuss this in the comment section below. Is this a concealer that you've used before? Would you purchase this concealer? And were you able to find a shade that was suitable for you? I feel like if I was to go in again, like reverse back time, I would actually go for a shade 400. So guys, I'm going to love you and leave you, and thank you again for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Alrighty, bye. It's not bad, but I had to work, honey. I had to work to get to the stage. Okay, let's take some pictures, because why not?